Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me. And I can't choose one.
Go, baby, go! What the fuck?
Sorry, I was looking at my notes here.
Jesus.
I'm all over the place. It's 10 in the morning. Chuck's gay. I'm fat. The world is ending. Here we are.
By the
We're
way,
back.
Chuck, I got 7 messages that your camera angle stinks. You don't know how to direct a They're blaming me. They're like, I can see your legs. Your knees are bigger than your head. The angle sucks.
Really?
You think you're a filmmaker. Some guy's like, you like Woody Allen, but this is horrible. And I'm like, what does Woody Allen have to do with anything? I'm like, what am I, the DP over here? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here.
Double penetration.
It makes sense to watch a Woody Allen movie and compare it to a podcast with one angle. That makes sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, they said, your knees are bigger than your head, and your legs are too pale, and your farts smell bad.
All true.
All right.
Oh,
Damn,
low blow.
watch
We would
the
never shit on
language.
you like that.
Come on.
That's crazy. Rupert's fat. You're gay.
There we go. How is Rupert? Is he alive?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Are you kidding?
I want to show you something after this.
Did he lose
Oh.
weight? Is he on the Ozempic? I hope.
He did a karate demonstration in a karate gi, and I got to show you it.
Oh, is
my
he better? Is he,
God.
like, tough? Is he going to beat the shit out of us?
Yeah, he was a high school wrestler. He used to suck weight.
Suck
weight.
Well, he held on to it.
Yeah, he sucked a lot of it.
That's like when a wrestler puts on like a crazy plastic suit and like be like, I got to lose 3 pounds by tomorrow.
Oh, yes. Yes,
That's a
I've
thing.
seen that.
People
the,
have died
the
from
garbage
it.
bag.
Yep.
It's not called
they sweat it
sucking
out.
weight.
Yeah, it's called sucking weight.
No, it's
It's
called
cutting.
dropping weight. Cutting weight, drop weight. Yeah, you don't suck weight. Because if you sucked weight, you'd have weight.
That's lipo.
Suck dick.
Sucking weight.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, you cut the weight, you spit in a cup, you jumping jacks in the steam room.
Sucking weight or sucking down is a term used in wrestling, particularly in high school, to describe the process of rapidly losing weight to compete at a lower
I never
weight
heard
class.
suck weight.
Yeah,
My
sucking.
best buddy was a wrestler, and I never heard. I hang out with Vecchione and
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
guy, Greg Warren.
Warren.
I got to text Warren. Greg Warren, all-American wrestler at Mizzou. Is that great? By the way, in like 1974, the guy's 85 years old.
What does that mean, All-American? It's such a vague
That means
term.
you're top 7 in the country.
What?
Yeah.
Really? I feel like I hear like Chris D. They said it was All-American. Basketball.
Get out of here. He
I
played
hear
like D3 ball.
Well, I don't know.
Chris D just says things. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. An
Okay.
All-American? He didn't even play D1. He might have been a Division III All-American. I mean, he's All-American in that he's a Republican who lives in Staten Island.
That's what I thought All-American meant.
But, I mean, All-American. I've played basketball with Chris D.
We're
He's okay.
All-American.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
in here is American.
My
Nice.
wife is African-American, so.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, boy.
But-
Call ice.
No, Chris D, I think he played in Europe, pro ball, if you believe that. I don't know.
Who knows? I heard the Pro Bowl is actually not that impressive.
Pro ball, not
Oh,
pro,
pro
bowl.
ball.
He wasn't in the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl is the worst thing in the history of anything.
Yeah, that's pro bono.
No one watches it. What's pro bono? That's free, right?
No, I think it's when you like you too.
Oh, come on.
All right.
We're better than that.
Tweet it.
Oh, that joke was the edgy.
Hey.
Okay,
All right.
all
All right.
You
We're back.
two. Who is? Oh, I told you I did this joke on the podcast a
Hashtag
while
you
back.
too.
That guy, Steve Forrest, had a joke where he said,
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that guy.
NWA had a song called "Fuck the Police," and then the police was like, "Fuck you too," and then Bono was like, "What the hell did I do?"
That's
a fun joke.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That's fun.
I
It's
did this bit 6 months ago in here, but
That's fun. It's kind of like Norm's old joke. No, not Norm. Gary Shandling. He goes, yeah, I used to fuck Miss Georgia. And they go, really? Is that right? He goes, no, sorry. I former Miss Georgia. And they're like, oh, still. He goes, I'm sorry. It was George Foreman.
that's not bad.
The way you get there, it's fun.
It's kind of like Sarah Silverman's joke. My doctor said my pussy smells like a peach tree dish.
That's fun.
Great
That's fun.
jokes.
Good
We love
time.
jokes here at Tuesdays with Stories. And keep in mind, folks, you dizzy fucks, we're usually joking.
Yes, everything's a
It's
joke.
crazy.
You cum guzzling Nazis.
Boy, I get 75 messages a day. You're a communist. You're a rapist. You're a piece of shit. You're a homo. You're black. You're gay. You're
And that's just from
homophobic.
Sarah.
She doesn't write to me.
That's true.
Boy, what a time. We got to get into some stuff. I mean, we traveled together. When's the last time we traveled together?
I think Phoenix in '88.
Wow, that was right after my wedding, as a matter of fact.
What was that? 2017.
17, August 17.
Holy shit.
I got married, and 3 days later, you and I jet set it off to Phoenix.
That was the honeymoon. Sorry, sister.
That was fun time. That was a lot. That was 8 years ago.
Wow.
I know.
Machi that flies.
How's your sternum? That made a thud.
Yeah, that hit me right on the old ribby.
Ribeye.
So.
But anyways, we went out to Indianapolis.
Yes.
What a time.
The races. A lot of races. Black, white. That's about it. But they got the Indy 500. They
That's
got
a
the
race.
other one.
They got basketball, Indiana Hoosiers.
Pacers
the
are
Pacers. Oh, yeah, they're huge.
Pacemakers. What else is out there? Not much. Indiana Jones.
Ku Klux Klan started
Oh,
there.
that's something.
Yeah.
The Indiana Fever.
Do you do the bit about the Zoom?
I'm saving the bit. It's not done
It's
yet.
a good bit.
Working on the bit.
That's better than anything you got.
All right.
This
now we're
guy,
talking.
we bounced a bit, and I fell over laughing and said, "You got to do that tonight." Have you done it?
I did it last night and slept in it.
I was singing the same line.
It worked last night. So I think we got something.
Oh, that's something.
You know what's funny is a week ago I had that, I got nothing, the tank is empty, I can't think of any bits, how did I ever write a bit? And then here we are.
It
just
comes on.
in.
It comes. Well, to me, you turn it on and it just flows in.
Yeah.
And you can't force it. You can't. People say, "Hey, how do you do all the material?" I go, "I don't know. Don't talk about it. Don't say anything."
I know.
It comes sometimes.
It comes. Unlike my wife, you got to just let it flow sometimes. And then Louis would always say, You're gonna gnaw on a bit. You're gonna go, I can't crack it, Jerry. I just can't do it. And that's when you crack it. Right when you're at the wit's end.
Or you put it in the drawer and then you crack it later.
Love a drawer.
I always talk about the Gulman state abbreviations joke. That was a joke I saw him do in 2003. It was 90 seconds long. It bombed. I was like, that's great. And he's like, I can't figure it out.
Wow.
Now it's like, it's his masterpiece. It's his, his Goodfellas, his Godfather, his mob movie.
Opus.
Yes.
Well, that's why you need time, Jerry.
Give time is what we say in the program.
Give time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, you can't have 20 years in 2 days. You got to give time.
Ooh, I like it.
It's good
I
stuff.
like it.
We got a lot of good stuff over there.
You put that comma in there, it really changes everything. Comma chameleon.
Kamikaze.
Yeah. Comatose. So, what was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, you got to give
Material.
time. Give time.
Time. You
Yeah.
can't force it.
I had a joke about these teachers who fuck their students, these women in Florida. And it was a one-liner I did in Cleveland.
Hey, I love Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'll be back, Cleveland. I'm coming there. If anyone has any gig or business in Cleveland for any reason, you let me know. I'll be there.
Yes, Cleveland.
I'll open for anyone in Cleveland. I'll do a whole week there, a month.
Well, Cleveland rocks. But yeah, so I did a gig there, or a line there, and it worked. And I was like, I should expand on that. And I couldn't do it. And then one day I was just showering, and I was like, maybe this is it. And it works now. But that was 8 months later.
Yes.
You got to give time.
8 months later.
AC. We could use some.
Oh, yeah. When's the AC coming on? Or maybe it is, but it's quiet.
You feel anything? They're built to be quiet, much like a woman. That thing stinks. I think it takes a while to rejigger.
Now, I never want to sound controversial and like a real dick face, but
It was on heat.
It was on heat.
Oh.
Always a good move.
put my hit heat on my career, would you? Because I got nothing. But just kidding. Small ball through the roof.
It's
Unbelievable. We're at
Poppin'.
300,000 by the time that people see this.
Wow.
I think that C word last year really fucked me.
Your wife?
It took me a month. No, not all year. It took me a week to get 100,000 last year.
Wow.
And this one, 150,000 in 24 hours, 250,000 in 2 hours, 2 days. So
Like a runaway train. I mean, I was at your house. We got to talk about all that. Popped in. Hold on.
bless you.
Ooh, that
Sounds
was
like a sneeze.
real elephant there. There we go. Babar. So, yeah, we went to the house. We had the big watch party.
Oh, yeah. So what happened? You got to talk about Rochester here. If you're going to do that, because that was Rochester, and I got 14 messages saying, your friend's a piece of shit. How can you hang out with this guy? He's a scumbag.
That
He
was
blew
Thursday
it.
night.
Yeah, that had nothing to do with Rochester. It was
Yeah.
just they read your diary.
Well, I had a great week, and I had one of those great weekends where it's a Rochester Friday and a Portchester Saturday, which is all New York.
A lot of Chesters.
So it's like a 45-minute flight here, a drive back there, no big deal. So I was going to fly to Rochester Friday, fly back Friday morning to New York City, and then hop in a car with Raj and drive to Portchester. It was a 40-minute drive.
Then you can park in a garage. Folks.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah.
So, we did the show. On Saturday, we drive right back. It's a beautiful weekend. You're home on Sunday. Then we go out, and we'll get to that later on Sunday.
Right.
So, Friday night, 44-minute flight, cruise over to LaGuardia. Can't wait. We actually sold some tickets in Rochester. We've done the club for years. I did was it called the Webster Comedy Club or the New York Club?
Webster. That was the Short Black Club.
Oh, yeah. No,
Folks.
it's a dictionary. But what was that one? It was like in Webster. It was outside of Rochester.
I don't think I ever
Same
did
owner.
Webster.
Oh, okay. It had a mechanical bull in the other room.
No, I think I would remember a Webster mechanical bull.
All right.
Now, Webster on a mechanical bull. That would be fun.
Give this a goog if you can, Chuck, while you're looking up fat whores. It's Webster Club in Webster, New York, and it's closed. But I did that one for years. That club was rough. Then he opened a new one called the Carlson.
Yes, comedy at the Carlson.
Killer. Great room.
Yes.
But I've always done that one coming up. And Rochester's not exactly the hottest market.
No, it's a rough, gnarly area.
Woo! Well, they had it all. It was like a hot lady who got ugly. It was like they had Bausch and Lomb, Kodak, the other guy.
Right. You know what fun nugget that's still up there? You know about the secret film files up there?
No. JFK?
Martin Scorsese, the GOAT, in my opinion, his entire film collection is in a safe in Rochester, New York.
What?
Right around the corner from the club. He owns all these original prints. He's like a big major collector of film prints, and they're all stored in Rochester, New York.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Why there?
I don't know.
Huh.
Cheap?
Interesting. Yeah, probably.
Is it called The Comedy Club?
I think that was it. The Comedy Club. Very creative.
Yeah, good name. I wonder why I went out of business.
I know, right? Mechanical Bull didn't help. But they also had, like, porn star waitresses. That was, like, the highlight of the club. So, like, Jim Norton and Patrice and all those guys were like, we'll do that one 3 times a year.
Interesting. There was like the Milwaukee club that was in the strip club.
Oh,
Did you ever
really?
do that club? Yeah, it was. You had to walk through the titty bar, which was great.
No way.
Yeah, and you could hear while you were on stage. You would hear the music from the titty bar.
Lick it up.
Girls.
And then you're like, so cereal's weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Pour some sugar on it. You guys ever put sugar on a cereal?
You're eating and drinking at the same time with one hand.
Yes.
Jerry,
Yeah. So I don't know why the one hand is in there.
I might have made up the one hand.
That didn't sound right.
He's got a lot of those. He's got driving. You're inside, but you're outside, but you're sitting still, but you're moving.
I like that.
That's great.
That's great. People give him shit for stuff like, oh, cornball. I'm like, that's actually kind of clever.
No, he's like a brilliant
All
stand-up.
right. All right.
Of course. They hate him because whatever.
They ain't him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He also, talks about it, how all he does is writes, and he's put out
That's true.
3 specials of old material. He just keeps doing like, here's the last special again. Here's
Right.
my stuff from the 80s. It's very strange.
Well, that's also brilliant from a money-making stance.
Right.
But I don't know about prolific.
I got to ask you something about that later.
Oh, boy.
On air, but I don't want to keep getting away from
All
this
right,
Rochester
so-
business.
Go to LaGuardia, and it's one of these, like, got a nice first-class ticket and this puddle jumper. Here we go. We go to the lounge first. I leave early, get away from the house for a second, leave early, have a nice meal at the lounge, couple of coffees, wolf down some cookies, hightail it to the plane. You sit there, and you go, here we go. I'll take a quick nap-a-rooney. Then it's off to a hot theater show. I'll get drunk with my opener, fly back in the morning, and then go to Portchester the next day. And then it's... we got a 20-minute delay. We're going to sit here on the tarmac. We're 13th in line. Not bad. We're going to get it moving. Sorry, got a little paperwork up here. I could use a blowjob and a cup of coffee. Oh! And you're like, all right, here we go. Up, sorry. Now we're 58th in line. We got to wait up. There's a guy who needs to shit up front. He's going to Turkey, whatever. He's getting a hair transplant. So we're going to be another 20. And then cut to 4 hours, and you're doing the whole thing with your manager like, I'm just letting you know we're a little delayed. I'll tell the tour guy. Shit, now it's looking like we're really delayed. So the show got pushed from 7 to 8. Like,
Okay.
well, we'll do that. We'll buy you some time. It's a 44-minute flight. You go straight from the airport. And you're like, no problem.
And now, what time was the original flight?
2:45.
Okay.
So I was going to land at 4, go to the hotel, Get to the venue at 6:30.
All right.
Too tight?
That's not how I like to live my life, but we're different kinds of guys.
Well, I should have been your kind of guy.
Well, first of all, the first flight out is always nice because the plane is there. That's why the early flight is big. The plane is already ready to rock. But that's not why you were delayed, though, right?
No, we were delayed for crew.
The crew.
They couldn't find a crew, which is weird. I'm like, you don't have a crew set up? Did they quit that day?
Well, you also want to be like, fuck the crew then. We'll just go 2 pilots.
Yeah.
Give me 2 pilots.
Love
I don't
2
need
pilots.
I don't need a cocktail. I don't need a fucking safety.
It's 44 minutes.
Yes.
Yes. Good point. Who needs a crew?
I'll do the crew. I know the speech. I've flown
Yes.
700 times. Fucking seatbelts.
Flotation
Help
device.
yourself before helping another.
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
exit may be behind you.
Right.
Tray tables and seats.
Yes,
Suck my
exactly.
dick. And,
Don't smoke. Turn your phone off. Airplane mode.
Yeah, I know all the shit. And then
Good
I'll
point.
walk through the aisle. Coke, okay, Pepsi,
Oh,
cookie,
yeah.
cracker,
I like that. What do you call it? Craig?
cracker, N-word,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, okay. So so no crew. We had to wait crew deck, and it just said then you get the kiss of death is, guys, we're gonna let you off the plane for a while, stretch your
Oh.
legs, and then we're gonna reboard.
I haven't had one of these in years.
It was crazy because that was the kiss. I'm like, it could still be pop. There's still hope, and I'm getting tweets and Instagram stories like holding the drink in the audience, and you're like, they're all there, they're seated, everyone is there, and the tour manager, his wife works at Delta, so he's like, I'm getting an inside scoop. It's not dead in the water. We still gonna have a crew on the way. You never know. And I'm like, okay. Then you start thinking maybe I'll drive there, but it's a 7-hour drive. It's never gonna work.
Now, did this cross your mind? Charter me a jet.
Oh,
Get me a plane.
oh.
You got people already there. You call up Starlink or Starlight or whatever the fuck it's called.
Star Bright.
Star bright, turn on the magic of bright. Anyway, yeah, maybe you get a plane, you lose some money, but you think about it?
I'd never crossed my mind.
Okay,
That's not bad.
that's not bad.
What about a chopper? I could go full Kobe all the way over there. But what is that? Like, if a flight is 44 minutes, what's a helicap?
Probably a little longer. I think they're not as fast as a jet.
3 hour?
A 3-hour
Hour
tour.
tour.
Can you look up helicopter LaGuardia to
Is that on the
Rochester?
GPS Google Maps? Can you do a flight, bike, chopper?
I bet that could be, I'm going to say, hour 40 maybe?
That quick?
I think so. Because it's a 40-minute flight, so double on a helicopter? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know helicopter speeds that well.
I don't either. You know what's fun about a helicopter? Every time someone walks onto a helicopter, they have to duck.
Right.
Just instinctively, because you're like, obviously they wouldn't build it decapitation level,
Right.
because everyone would die. But everyone goes,
Yeah, good point. That's another great Seinfeld bit, by the way, about the cops grabbing the head of the guy.
oh, yeah,
It's like
that's
they
a great
beat the
bit.
shit out of him. They hit him with hammers. They
That's a great
break
bit.
his arms behind his back, and then they're like, I don't want you to hit your head.
Yeah, that's gold.
People that think Jerry's not funny just haven't done a proper
That's
dive.
gold, Jerry.
Yeah, so it says there's not specific information about a helicopter, but it should be about 90 minutes.
What?
We nailed it.
What, from there to there? Wow.
We nailed it,
That's totally
Jerry.
worth it. I would risk a fiery death for a little chop.
Now, I'm sorry to put you to work here. We're paying you $75,000 a day.
Put 'em to work.
What's a private jet cost from New York to Rochester? Because I think that's like 30 grand or something like that.
I think you're right. I bet a little less, but yeah.
Okay, well, you got bank. You could have made it.
I
You
coulda
heard it
made
here
it.
first,
I didn't-
folks. He doesn't care about you guys. He could have flown private.
I don't have jet mindset yet. I'm not a jet setter. I'm not thinking about Jet Black or Jet Lee.
Oh, we're not the jet set. We're the old Chevrolet set.
All right, yeah. Jet. I'm thinking. I'll take the tin can too. I don't need the fancy schmancy with
Yeah,
the
get the-
happy ending
Get
and
the
the
Buddy
buffet.
Holly plane.
Give me the Buddy Holly. What's the other one? Leonard Skinner.
Big Bopper.
Yeah, I'll take all of them.
La Bamba.
Oh yeah.
Los Lobos kicks ass, by the way. I've been listening to a lot of Los Lobos. They're fantastic.
What is that about ears?
No, Los Lobos. I think it's the Wolves or something
Oh,
like that.
the Wolves. Yeah. Here come the Wolves. Nothing on the private jet. See?
It's funny. I found a thing, and it's like, put in this for your calculator to let you know how much it is.
Well, this is the thing. Things like this, real rich stuff, it's very hard to find the price on.
Exactly.
When you look up like menus, they don't have the money. If you try to
Right.
look up like a fucking cruise ship, not a cruise ship, but a yacht and all that,
Yep,
they're like,
yep.
hey, that just shows you all the details.
Because they know
They don't
you
have a
got
bottom
it.
line.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can handle it.
It's like tacky to be like
Right.
$35,000 or
Right.
whatever.
I think I found it.
I think you could get there for $12,000.
So super
think you're right.
mid-sized cabin jet seems like the cheapest. I said it's 50 minutes to get there.
Okay.
How much do you think it is? You have it 30,000?
$14,000.
How about you?
I'll say, I'll go lowball, $12,000.
28,950.
Oh!
Okay, I said 30 originally.
To get
You did.
to Rochester?
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Under it, it says large cabins, even though the first one's mid-size, and that one's 23,000.
All right.
That's the cheapest. It's 23.
$23,000.
Well, if you're making a hundo on the theater, which I wasn't, but I'm just saying, if you're
Yeah.
making a hundo, that's kind of worth it.
Yeah, of course. And now that way you don't have a bunch of people mad at you spending
Oh.
parking and the things.
So my friend was the opener, and he, the owner of the theater goes, "You want to go out there and tell the audience?" He's like, "Are you fucking nuts? I'm not going out there. They got torches and pitchforks."
Right.
So the owner's like, "I'll go out there," and he goes, "Hello, folks." They never know how to talk in public.
It's
and,
like a
and
Sonic
the crowd's
Youth
like,
show.
Crowd's like, "Woo! Here we go!" And you can hear the crowd wooting and whapping. And he goes, "Well, the good news is we got a full house tonight. Woo! Yeah. The bad news is the comedian isn't coming." And this is why I love this guy. He's a big, squirrely, fat nerd. He's like a Rupert. And he goes out there and he goes, he got the 1 p.m. flight, never took off. And I go, that's a nice guy.
Right.
Because he lied, because I took the late flight.
Yeah. Wow. But that sucks ass. But it was nice because then you popped over my house. But then you're a
over.
complete psychopath because you're like, well, I got to go. I got a spot at stand-up New York.
Well, I was at LaGuardia just sitting there like, well, that sucks. Your whole night's ruined. You had these visions of grandeur. You're at the theater, you're getting panties thrown at you and bottle caps, and then you're like, woo, doggy, give me a cocktail. And now here I am at the lounge, like, no dice.
But is any part of you go, great, I can go home and spend the night with my wife and baby?
Well, the baby's asleep, and you had a special.
Yeah, that's true. But you
Yeah.
didn't. But you could have made it a night over there.
Yeah, I booked the spot. I go, hey, my first thought was, hey, I lost a spot. Let me see if I can get a spot.
Right, I
And
hear
then
you.
you said pop by.
Big pop. That was a great
Big
pop.
Thank you.
Surprise pop.
Pop quiz.
Hot shot. I thought that was gunshots. Yeah, so we had a little hang for the special premiere
Yes.
party. We had Salacuse over there, Sarah's sister, Siobhan's pregnant wife, Sarah, of course, and her friend Natasha, who's great.
Wait, was that Sarah's sister at the table?
No, maybe you
No.
missed Sarah's sister.
I
Oh, you
think
must have
so.
missed her. Yeah, she left early. She doesn't want to watch my comedy.
Nah, I get it.
But no, that was Natasha, who's a singer, musician from Canada.
Ah, how
Very
about
cool.
that?
Yeah.
Yes, she seemed worldly. She had something about her.
Oh yeah, there's something about her, all right. But anyways, so it was great to have you pop in for a little bit. We jumped in that chat. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, the chat is a blast. See, that's what you don't get on Netflix. Suck it, you big N-word.
I think I'm done with Netflix. What do you think about that? I'm vowing. I'm out.
Can I have your password?
No, YouTube, they took it away when I submitted my hour.
I see.
They were like, this is the worst thing we've ever seen. Which, by the way, everyone's so positive, but some of you fans, just a few of you,
Uh-oh.
you're full retarded. It's crazy. Like, there are some people, very few, that are like saying things that I'm like talking like they know things.
all the
and I'm
time.
like, you have literally no concept what you're talking
I
about
know.
whatsoever. And you're talking like it's fat. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
They're 100% cocksure. They're like, this is it. You've been doing, well, Joe's only been doing comedy for 11 years, so what does he know? And you're like, but I haven't. And they go, I know.
It's like emails that I'm like, what are you nuts? They're like, here's the reason you're not on Netflix. And I'm like, that's not the reason. You don't know what you're talking about.
No.
But anyways, fuck Netflix. I'm coming out and saying it publicly.
Ooh-wee.
They stink. Get out of here. It's a bunch of garbage.
Wow. You
Come
don't
on.
like Is It Cake or Bridgerton or
I do like Is It Cake? That's a fun show.
So does Rupert. But yeah.
He eats his TV when the first cake comes out.
It could be cake. You never know. Everything's cake now. Rupert's cake.
I like that Mikey Day.
Oh, he's good.
Which, by the way, Nate told me, he gave me the inside scoop. He's like, Mikey Day is the most talented person in that building.
Is
he's
that
like,
right?
He's the best sketch writer of a generation. He wrote the George Washington thing.
Oh!
Yeah, he's like, Mikey Day is like a genius.
I can see this Mikey, it's sad he's a genius, but he's on the cake show. Get this guy a fucking movie.
Now, but I agree, but I said this with Mikey. When I first was watching the show, maybe I said this on a podcast, I can't remember. But I was like, God, this poor guy is on this Is It Cake? And then you realize, I'm like, he's probably having a blast. He shows up. It's not stressful. There's no nerves.
Easy lifting.
He's probably goofing around. He's probably friends with the crew and all the people and goes, hey, bullshit, okay, that's fun. And he's probably having the easiest time. He gets a check and
all the cake you can eat.
yeah. And meanwhile, I'm looking at him going, boy, poor guy. We're over here just being like, would you eat cum? I would eat cum. He might be looking at us going, look at these two retards saying retard.
Hey, you got a point.
So, yeah. I want a Netflix show. I hope I get Netflix. I love Netflix.
Love Netflix. Call in, Mikey, if you're hiring. I'll be a jib or a camera guy or a PA.
What do you got? Chuck's dying to show us
By the
something.
way, there's Mikey Day and M. Night. They should hang out. Night and day. That's a pod. You're welcome, Mikey.
Who's M. Night? Oh, Shalaman?
Yes.
Oh, my God. I'm eating over here. That guy
Cake.
stinks on ice.
What do you got?
Rupert and the Karate Gi.
We interrupted the show
the
for
gi.
Rupert and the Karate.
Oh, my
You-
God.
You
that poor
mentioned
gi.
Rupert. You
Oh,
mentioned
wow.
Rupert. Look
Gi
at
whiz. Jesus, Lord, that gi is hanging on for dear life.
Unit. You know the old when 50 Cent got his wife a sweater for Christmas?
Ah.
She said, G unit.
Oh, that's fun.
That's a good bit.
Is that Seinfeld as well?
No, I think that was I don't know, Copernicus.
Bob Newhart.
Anyway, so Netflix, fuck Netflix in the ass. Come on their back. They don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, ba-bum. We got it.
Well, they're like everything else. If this special goes gangbusters and all of a sudden I'm selling out the Rochester, what's it called again? The Webster Comedy
Kodak
Club.
Center. Oh.
No, the Comedy Club in
Comedy
Webster.
Club.
And riding that mechanical bull, they'll go, hey, my God, we wanted the last one, but politics. Wait, we got you. Get in here.
Get out of here. Too little, too late, you cum stain. It's on
Yeah.
YouTube. We can do the chat. We can see the numbers. We can get mean comments. We can make very little money.
You can't say
You're out.
you can't say cunt. There's an
say
ad every
cunt.
few seconds.
She touched my leg.
Okay, kill him. But the special is just unbelievable. And these comments, people say not to read comments, but on the special podcasts, I agree. It's all you're a cuck, you're a commie, you're a piece of shit.
Commie. Wow, you getting commie now?
Well, they think I'm left wing and they think I'm right wing. It's kind of fun.
That's a good place to be.
I think
they
so.
think you're straight and gay, too.
But anyways, now they think I'm cheating on my wife and hitting her, which is kind of fun. I like that.
Hey, well, live vicariously.
Yeah, that's right. I just smack my wife around and I cheat on her every night. That's who I am.
That's a good living.
But the comments are like making me cry. Some people write that Edward Scissorhands, he making me cry. And then Michelle Wolf wrote a nice thing. Josh Potter, I got to give a shout out to him.
Whoa.
This guy wrote the longest, kindest message I've ever seen in my life.
Is that right? He can write?
Yeah, I don't know if he can read it. He's got to pull the
Yeah.
phone away from his face.
That
But
guy's got 2 telescopes up top.
it was the kindest message I've ever got in my whole life. I think he might be a Tuesday too. So
Love
shout
Potter.
out JP, we love you.
Great egg.
Speaking
Cute
of
kid.
JP's, quick side note, I had the baby. I had to go to therapy with my child, and then I'm pushing the stroller, and there's no elevator at this thing, so I'm like, all right, I got to carry him up. I was carrying him in my arms because he wanted to get out and see out the train. So I'm trying to carry the stroller with one hand, like dragging it, like in that scene in The Untouchables.
Yes.
All of a sudden, someone lifts it up and carries. I go, thank you so much. I look, it's JP McDade.
Wow.
Is that something or is
what
that
a hero.
something?
That's like a Superman movie.
Well, I thought it was just a random guy, and I look up, the guy's 7'2" and
Yeah.
funny and handsome, and it was
Very handsome.
McDade.
Wow. He's just hanging out in random stairwells, this guy?
Well, he was on his way to see Sam, as a matter of fact. Union Square.
I see. So wait, you bring your baby to therapy?
Well, I had to because Sarah was working.
So what do? You just
He
plop
sits
him
in
right
there,
down?
he listens, he goes, oh, that's a good point, Alan.
What? Yeah, you hit me, you hit the wife, he's cheating.
Well, then it was funny because Sarah had to come pick him up, like in the middle of the therapy. So she interrupted my therapy. So when she came into the therapy, I go, so you think I just go to Cleveland? So I just moved to Cleveland? Oh, hey, Sarah.
Oh,
That
that's
was a
wild.
fun bit.
That's
fun
wild.
gag.
Well, this is crazy. This is the Grand Central Station at this therapy place. You got a daycare. You got a wife popping in. There's too much.
It literally was 4 of us in a stroller in the therapy office all at the same time.
It's a big stroller.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Holy shit.
Which
That's
Alan
crazy.
might need the stroller, by the way. He's 85.
How's he doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been back.
Well, he's got allergies, so he was allergies. his eyes were all puffed up and swollen. He's crying, and I was like, all right, relax. I'm just telling you I'm in love with my ex. No big deal.
He's a big heeb, that guy. You know, the allergy, that's like their Holocaust.
I think the Holocaust was their Holocaust.
Oh, right. Well, there's a new thing now that's pretty bothersome. But yeah, good for Alan. I hope you're doing all right. Lower those prices. I'll call you.
I'm not in love with my ex. You don't have to message me. Don't email me. Jesus Christ. It's a bit. It's a fucking gag.
I'm getting so many messages.
About what? About me?
Yeah, they're like, tell Joe to say this. I'm like, yeah, I'll just tell Joe how to speak. That'll go over really well.
To say what?
To tell you to stop saying that.
That I'm in love with my...
He's not in love with the ex.
I love that. Sarah's not bothered. Just these people.
I know.
insane.
These queefs out in who knows where. But yeah, everything's fine. It's all a goof. I'm not even married, but we're having fun.
Yeah. Well, not
So-
for long, anyways.
I get a lot of, can you tell Shane to be in my my school play? I'm like, I'll talk to him. What do you
No.
want from me?
I've had like 3 people be like, these jokes are all in the last special. I'm like, wouldn't I know if these jokes are on my last special?
You don't know your act.
But anyways,
Any jizz.
it was
we
fun
had the
hang.
pop-in. Great pop-in.
the
Pizza, cookies.
the chat really is a blast, and thanks for everyone that came out and threw money around and made I mean, some people say the funniest shit in there. There's like,
Oh, yeah.
we have fans that are saying stuff that I'm like, that is as funny as anything you've ever said, at least.
Shit. Well, maybe you hire them
What do you mean?
to be on the pod.
Oh, I
They're
see.
so fun. No,
I mean, I don't know that I hired you. Just said, do you want to do a podcast?
I'm still waiting for the check, by the
Yeah.
way.
I'm literally waiting for my check from you.
Oh, yeah.
It's 2 months worth.
I got it upstairs.
Okay.
in the
And that's
bad
where it will
case.
remain.
We'll get it after.
Yeah, all right.
We
We'll
always
figure it
forget.
out.
We go, you leave, and they go, the check.
Yeah, it's fun. It's actually nice. I like when we forget because then it builds up and I get like a
builds.
$75,000 check. That's not a real number, everybody. Don't call in.
Joking, Becca. But Checka.
Oh, do I long for her.
There we go.
And a few other broads, too.
Oh, yeah, because you can hit them.
And Rupert.
Roop.
I think it'd be fun to fuck Rupert. He's a very sweet boy.
Well, you get to slap the thigh and ride the wave.
Yeah. I'd only get like a quarter of my dick in there, I think. Because it's
That's
such a big cushion.
Ben Folds 5 on that guy. There's a lot of full, lot of roll.
I always confuse Ben Folds 5 and 5 for fighting. Because they're both like piano guys with 5 in there.
I don't know 5 for fighting.
5 for fighting. They sang, when you only got 100 years. And then Superman. It was like a Superman. It's not easy being Superman. Or something like that. Remember that Superman song? It was huge. Not the one that's like, I'll be your Superman. That's like 3 Doors Down,
hate
I
that
think. That
song.
song sucks.
That's another number.
It was about how hard it is to be Superman. It was like a ballady thing. And then there was another ballad, You Only Got 100 Years. I think they were Canadian, 5 for fighting, hockey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'd know it if you heard it. It was huge,
All right.
like early 2000s.
Boy, a lot of bands with numbers. 3 Doors Down, Ben Folds 5, 5 for fighting. Then you got 10,000 Maniacs.
Third Eye Blind,
Third Eye
Third.
Blind. Yeah, I'll take that.
Three Dog Night.
Yeah.
Blink-182, Sum 41.
Ooh.
There you go.
2 of them right there.
57 Special was an album.
50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Yeah. All right.
San Francisco 49ers. 38 Special.
There we go.
Uh,
Let's see.
Catch-22.
that's
Is
a
that
book.
a band? Catch 22.
Well, it's
I
a
don't
book
know that.
first
All right.
by Joseph Stalin or something like that.
Stalin, he's good. Quit stalling.
Hey, folks, Tuesday Stories is brought to you by BetterHelp. Oh, yeah, we love the BetterHelp. 6 million men in the U.S. alone suffer from depression. If you've been feeling less excited about life lately, or even if you're doing well and just want to keep the ball rolling, BetterHelp is for you. It's the world's largest therapy platform with over 35,000 therapists, so it's easy to find someone who can help you. Wow, it's like a dating app, but for therapy. They get the right person just for you. You feel comfortable. You don't have to leave the house. It's convenient. It's productive. It's helpful. Become a better person. Get down to the nitty-gritty and figure out what the hell's going on in that noggin of yours. Get some better help today. The whole process is online, so you can sign up, get matched with a therapist, and start talking to someone without ever leaving your couch. As the world's largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/Tuesdays. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Tuesdays. Get on it, folks, and help that brain. Hey, folks, Tuesday Stories brought to you by Huel. If you've ever eaten like trash and need a reset, look no further than Huel. Huel is a complete meal in a bottle that's ready to go wherever and whenever you go, whether you're lounging poolside or running late for work. Their Black Edition ready to drink has 35 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals, a bunch of fiber, low sugar, and you'll feel full, focused, and ready for the day. This is great for us. We're always on the go. We're always moving. We're always shaking. Not to mention food in New York is $1 million. And try to eat healthy in New York, it's $1 trillion. I'm just gone back to eating ass and Percocet. So get in there, get the Huel, get crazy, go gay. It's good stuff. Tastes like a milkshake. Comes in both chocolate and vanilla, no matter which one you pick. You can't go wrong. Start saving time and money without compromising your nutrition today with this exclusive offer for new customers, 15% off using our exclusive code Tuesdays15 at Huel.com. That's 15% off for new customers with code Tuesdays15 at Huel.com. Huel. See our show notes for the terms and conditions. Skip the stress, not the nutrition. Try Huel today for complete nutrition. Bottled. Hey, folks. Tuesday Stories brought to you by Sheath Underwear. Letting your dick and balls flop around everywhere inside your unsupportive boxers is no way to live. Let Sheath Underwear change your life. This is underwear with a plan. It comes with 2 pouches. Put your dong in one pouch and your balls in the other. It keeps everything cradled like a baby. You know we love it. I'm wearing them right now. Joe's wearing them right now. The wife's wearing them right now. The leader of Iran was wearing them, but he had a tough day. He probably shit himself, but Sheath kept it in. It's good. It's good like that. Go to sheathunderwear.com and use code Tuesdays to get 20% off your first order. Plus, Sheath Underwear's 100% money back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com. Promo code Tuesdays. Get Sheath Underwear, support the show, and support your balls.
So can I tell you about Portchester?
Please. You made it.
To Portchester.
Uh-huh.
Which is right above
Westchester.
the Bronx. Yes, the Bronx, and then the white flight of Westchester, which is a huge county, by the way. It's like a whole other city up there. Mm-hmm. They have all these little cities inside of Westchester, and one of them is Portchester. It's right on the port. It's right on the line of New York and Connecticut.
Okay.
Greenwich. So the old joke is all the Irish moved to Portchester because of the docks and all that shit, the drinking, the wife hitting, and then Greenwich is this line, which is all nice and boats and cute and boat shoes and waspy.
Right.
So me and Raj, we jump in the Tesla, hightailed up to Portchester, and I have that guilt because I miss Rochester.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm going to really bring the heat tonight. We got the cameras here. We're going to go for it. Have you been to this theater?
I don't think so. Maybe.
It was one of those things where you show up and you're like, I think I've been here. You ever have that?
Yeah, oh yeah, of course.
Because we do so many theaters, so many shows, so many gigs, it all just blends together.
That's my problem. Too many theaters.
Well, you've opened.
I've opened.
There you go. That counts. When I was there, I think I opened for somebody.
I think
Tom
maybe I
Papa,
did. Maybe
who
I
knows?
did DePaulo or something like that.
It was the wallpaper. You're like, oh, yeah. Then you start thinking about your life and where does it all go and the baby and the anal and the who knows what. So you get there, and I had this thought. I'd take a piss, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I was like, boy, this is where I'm supposed to be. You ever have that in life? Where you're like, what am I doing? Who am I? Where am I going? What's the meaning? And I had this moment in a green room. You could hear the crowd in the distance, and I'm in the green room, and I'm like, this is it. I got my joke book out. I got my drink in my hand. I got my opener here, and you're like, I'm here.
And then it's split screens. Your baby's crying. Be like, Dada!
Yeah, it's on the sidewalk. Yeah,
On his back like a turtle.
yeah.
And
He
you're
needs
like,
help.
this is where I should be.
He's bleeding.
Portchester.
Wife's crying. Yeah, that's where I went. But it just felt like, oh, this is right.
Yeah, no, of course. We're doing great. Yo, I mean, where else would you belong? I can't imagine you. What are you going to work in an office? You'd have the tie on your head, rubbing your chin,
true.
going, "Can I fuck you?" Or is that bad?
I could work at Planned Parenthood. I could kill up some babies or cure a wart.
That was the best. I love Planned Parenthood.
Me
Still
too.
do.
Me
Shave
too.
them right off my dick.
Oh, yeah.
Hot chick too.
They're freezing warts off your dick. What a concept.
Absolutely.
What a country.
Great country. Great
Hell of a
cunt.
cunt. All right, so we do the gig in Portchester, and it's just a hoot and a holler, and they're wild up there. Because you get out of New York City, you go upstate a little bit, and you forget about the pride flag and the BLM and the MLB, and it's just, it's they're cutting up. Yeah, they're getting loose.
They're having a nice time up there.
Real nice time, and I do my little research on the town, and it's like 81% Hispanic. Well, what are you gonna do? So
I'm kidding. These are jokes.
it's jokes, folks. It's a comedy pod. So I come out and I go, boy, it's great to be here. Lifesavers were started there.
Lifesavers.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
the candy. Oh, I see.
And so they got Peruvian chicken is very big there. I think they invented it, or in Peru. I don't know. But I come out and I go, I'm calling ice. And they're like, ah! They fucking go ape shit because they know the whole town's Hispanic.
Right.
So we're just having a great time. We make fun of Elon and Trump and all that good stuff. Now we get off stage, and I think I went especially dark because I could get a feel. Like this town, they don't hold back. They want you to go for it.
Sure.
And we get off stage. I got Raj there. He's an Indian fella. Yes. Dot, not feather.
Mm-hmm.
And he's...
Is that new?
I think so. I think it's a Seinfeld. So we're out taking photos with the common folk, and there's a lady there who works at the club. She's like a big, fat old lady with glasses and frizzy hair, and she's like, let me take the photos for you. She's got the headset on and the clipboard. And Raj, I apparently had like 6 Indian people at my show, and they love seeing him.
Wow. You
'Cause
don't
he's
hear that
Indian.
every day.
Well, yeah, there's so few Indians in the world. They rarely get to see each other.
Yeah.
You know, so they see Raj, and the lady taking the photo goes, get together, say curry.
Oh.
Well, all the Indians were like, what the fuck? Their turbans fell off. The magic carpet went limp. I mean, it was crazy. I was like, this is like an old white lady.
Wow.
It's just fun to get out of the city. That would never, if that happened in the city, they'd pull the fire alarm, they'd spray you with a taser.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to curry any favor with these Brooklynites.
No.
folks.
So we left it a curry. But, Raj is like, what the fuck was that? Like, he's not offended, but it was just crazy to see a white lady with 6 Indians go, curry.
That's funny stuff.
I liked it.
I
but,
like this lady.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indian. But we had a good time. It's fun to get out of the city. Okay, now things get interesting.
I hope so.
Sorry. So we drive back to the city. You get to the city in 12 seconds, and you go, well, we might as well get a drink. The baby's asleep. My wife is, with a black guy. So let's go to Williamsburg, like a couple of 20-year-olds, and get a cocktail.
Yeah, they're not. That's the heart of no curry country.
What do you mean?
That joke, Williamsburg, they shoot you and throw you in the river.
That's true. It's a whole different world down there.
That's like the epicenter
Right.
of woke.
Well, he lived somewhere, and I live here, so that was somehow in the middle.
Okay.
Because he's driving. So we pull over. We go to this bar. It's a beautiful night. We're outside drinking, and this large lady walks up to Raj, and she goes, "You look exactly like my dad." And he was like, "What?" He didn't care for it. And she's like, "Yeah, you look like my dad. What's the problem with that?" And he's like, "Well, how old is your dad? How old do you think I am? Like, you call me old, basically." And she was like, "It's okay. He's my dad." And he's like, "I don't care. He's old. You call me old." And he goes, "How would you feel if I was like, you look like my mom?" When you flip it, it's not pretty.
Ah.
So now they're kind of, and she's like a big Indian lady.
Oh, she is Indian.
She's Indian.
Oh, okay.
But I think she saw another Indian, was like, I'm in. Another buddy.
I see.
Get together, say curry. So
Steph Curry.
he was like, all right, so now they're kind of beefing. So I'm like, you two crazy Indians, get out of here with your tikka masala, and your falafel. Let's hang out. So then she sits at the table next to us outside, and she goes, I got to ask, North Indian or South Indian? Now, I don't know anything about the Mecca, the Becca, or the whatever. So I'm like, this is like a diarrhea war going on with these two. And I'm like, oh boy, I'm staying out of it. So he goes, I'm North. And she goes, I'm South. Now there's a big rivalry there.
Is that right?
Big. It's a civil war with the Indians.
Now, I know they got a rivalry with Pakistan.
Oh,
and now
yeah.
the North and the South and Pakistan?
Classic.
Sorry, aftershock.
So he's like, oh, you're South, huh? Yeah, that explains it. And she's like, what's that supposed to mean? And I'm like, what the hell is going on with these Indians? This is bad. This is like the Choctaw and the Navajo. And she goes, what's your story, white boy?
White
And I was
boy.
like, who is this broad?
Yeah, this lady's a menace.
She's a menace. And then I go, white boy. And I go, Jesus, Brownie. And then she's like, what the hell you got? And I'm like, you said white boy, whatever. So I immediately hate this woman. And then I go, she goes, how do you two know each other? Like, what are you guys being friends for?
Well, this is a crazy person. I think at this point you guys should have picked up your stuff and moved down a table or two.
Well, I was pissed. And now I got the juices flowing. You call me white boy. You're fucking with Raj. So I go, yeah, he's actually my slave. I take him around and I ride on his back. And I just double down.
Classic.
And she goes, that's not funny. And I saw red. I go, neither are you. And you're the one who's been fucking with us all night.
Right.
So you've been fucking with us. You call him dad. You call him old. You call him North Indian, South Indian, Cleveland Indian. And
Cleveland?
Yeah. And so now I do one goof, and I'm the bad guy. I don't care for that.
No, I don't care for it. I mean, I do have to say, though, the Raj getting all sensitive that she said, you look like my dad. It feels a little soft, no?
Well, it wasn't the end of the world. He was just like, oh, that's weird. You know, he wasn't like,
All
you
right, all
cunt,
right.
I'll kill you. He was
Okay.
just, he didn't hit her like you with your wife.
If
you
somebody
know?
said, hey, you look like my dad, I'd be like, oh, wow, he sounds hot, and keep moving.
Right. I think he was just like a little like, who is this?
Uh-huh.
What's going on?
I got you.
It wasn't bad. Maybe I played it up bad, but that was just the opening to more piling on.
Right.
So I do the slave joke. She does not care for that. And then she goes, you're not funny. And I go, neither are you.
Well, this is what you get for going to Williamsburg, for God's sakes.
I know. You can't relax.
This is what I said when you said you were moving to Brooklyn. I'm like, this is a big mistake.
Well,
out here,
these
no.
people don't get offended unless you use one word in particular. No. But so she goes, when I said, you're not funny, she goes, idiot, which is classic, you know. So I go.
And so you guys are sitting at like a cafe?
She is right here.
And by herself?
She's got a lady.
Oh, wow.
The other lady's like, oh, fuck, what are we doing here? This
Oh,
is
my
crazy. I got a
God.
nutty Indian.
This sounds awful. One nutty fuck.
So I just go, let's pack it up.
Pakistan it up.
Yeah. So we pack a stand up and get the hell out of there. And that was it. But yeah, you're in Williamsburg for 10 seconds and you're like, I'm getting gnawed at by a kooky Bombay.
I mean, I tried to tell you.
I'm
but
gay.
Wow, that is wild. I mean, just fighting next. I mean, it's so weird to be sitting next to a person at a bar.
Yeah.
Fighting.
I know, and I'll tell you more about her later. I don't want her to hear this, but she was feisty.
Wow.
I don't get the rule because it feels like with a lady, she can be feisty, but if you're feisty back, you're automatically the loser. You're the asshole.
It also feels like it's rare to meet feisty Indians. I feel like there's such
Yeah.
because Buddha is India.
That's true.
And what's the other thing that
Dalai
they
Lama?
are?
No, not Dalai. What's that guy's
That's
name?
Tibet.
Dolly Parton? No, what's that?
Dolly Parton's great. I don't know that
Mahatma
she's Indian.
Gandhi.
Oh yeah, Gandhi.
He was all about peace.
Yeah, so it's interesting. You don't usually get a lot of spicy meatballs in India.
Yeah. They like
from
spice,
India.
but they also like diarrhea and rape.
Whoa!
It's a
That's
worst
my
radio
comedy
show.
album. Yeah.
You know, this is diarrhea and rape in the morning. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, so that was our Saturday night.
And then Sunday,
yes!
the big meetup, hookup, flight together.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. That felt like summer camp, felt like the 80s again. Me and you, we got a gig with Dr. Phil in Indianapolis, and we meet at LaGuardia, and we just cut up the whole time.
Lounged it up, cut it up, and then you sat behind me. We were like Maverick and Goose.
Oh, yeah.
I made the point we should probably switch. We're going to be Maverick and Goose. But,
I like Goose.
well, you could really sleep on a plane, by the way. Both flights. You were out. I was so jealous.
Did you take a look at me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
It wasn't pretty.
Was I snoring?
Oh, mouth open, snoring, cum dripping out of the side of your mouth.
Well, the first Sunday flight, I got back after having a couple drinks with the Indians, and then I got home, and then the baby's like, "Rah!" So you're like half tuned up with a baby. I'm like dropping it and fumbling it, and then you go to bed at like 6. "Rah!" So I got no sleep, and then I saw you, and I was on that flight, and I went right out like a Cosby.
But it was fun. I mean, they had us in Comfort Plus, which was a little horseshit if you ask me. But great trip out there. And then we got to that hotel, checked in, and went to Buca La Crest. What the hell is it called?
Buca de Pepe.
Buca de Pepe, which is, we didn't realize, a family-style Italian restaurant.
Very insensitive to people with broken homes.
I suppose so.
It's family style. You got no family. That's a little hurtful.
So you go over there, and you're looking at the prices, and you think you're in Indianapolis, so everything's going to be $8, $7, and it's chicken parm, $65. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Unbelievable.
I almost slapped a lady in the face the way I like to do with women.
Sure.
And take that serious. And then she's like, oh, it's family style. And I was starving. So we got the chicken parm. And then I was like, bring over some bread, too, some cheesy bread. She brought over a loaf of cheesy bread, which we literally did not touch.
Yeah, we got to take Rupert there. That's the only way to get by.
Well, he's got his own table. I mean, he can't go
That's
family
true.
style with
That's
Rupert.
true.
We'll get ripped off.
That's true.
So she brought a loaf of bread. We got Caesar salads, which were just drenched in kid cum. It was like
the way I like it.
the milkiest, most delicious salad.
Oh, yeah. Blue ball cheese.
Chicken parm was the size of a bathtub. I mean, it was fucking nuts. And
Yeah.
then Mark was like, I'll have a couple bites. I don't eat like you.
Literally,
I'm healthy.
on the walk in, I was like, I'm not too hungry, but I'll have a bite.
Yeah, and you ate a piece and a half of chicken. Now, I think
And pasta.
your cheapness supersedes your healthness. That's what I
Yes,
think.
I think you're right.
You're like, I'm not chipping in if I'm not going to eat half of this.
Right.
So you had half, I had half. We killed all of it. No leftovers.
I can't waste.
No waste.
Except for that garlic bread. We threw that right in a hobo's ass.
Well, I gave it to a pregnant lady. Actually, I didn't. I was like, fuck that lady. She was too fat. I don't like a fat homeless person.
Yeah, it's like a skinny chef. I don't trust it.
So, yeah, I was like, get out of here. I want a shoeless Joe Blackson and to give it to. It's a white homeless. You can't give food to a white homeless person.
Yeah, I guess that.
That's
Although,
wrong.
Equality. You
I
give it to a
suppose.
black. I don't know. Who knows?
I didn't care for her vibes. But anyways,
Bad vibe.
had a massive chicken parm, and then I felt like I had to go straight to a hotel to shit blood for half an hour.
Oh, yeah, I watched.
Which you're brutal to be in public with in a shit, because you go into the shitter and there's a guy in a suit and you go, whoa, wingtips. Like, this guy's self-consciously shitting.
Yeah.
I have to shit next to him.
Yeah.
And then you point out his shoes and then just leave.
Well, I'm taking the hate. It's nothing on you.
No, because he comes out and I come out, so now he thinks I'm the guy that said wingtips. And he's so self-conscious. You see his little feet turn in because he's like,
That's true,
someone's
yeah.
talking about me.
They curled up like Wizard of Oz.
You go, oh, look at the wingtips. And then I'm just doing battle shits with this guy, which is also awkward. Then the guy next to me had flip-flops on, which is so awkward also to shit in sandals. That's why I don't get sandals. You just have your bare feet out at the shitter.
Oh, gross. Get a sock, you cum jizz.
So I'm not even a germ guy, but bare feet in the shitter is weird. But I bring my coffee in the shitter. People think that's weird.
I do too.
Anyways, so then we left there, walked around, went and did Dr. Phil.
At the Murat Theater in Indianapolis. It's a full house, and it was Rory Scovel, Donnell Rawlings, and us couple.
Yeah, that was fun as hell. And
Boy, the rabid fan base of that guy. I mean, they love him, and he is such a pro. He stayed on stage for 3 hours, crushing from top to bottom, and went out in the crowd, fucks with people, hugs them, sings with them, comes back, does the guest, does a bit. AI Mark Norman was there. I got a free skateboard. We had a great time.
yeah, no, he's unbelievable. And I actually think he doesn't need guests. I feel like we're in the way. He just, everything he says kills. And then I'm like, and then this. And he's like, what? They're all like, who's this guy?
Yeah, and then he goes, we'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, he's got his lines that he's got. He's unbelievable. I mean, he is a special talent, that guy.
And you can tell he's been doing it. I think they've done like 1,000 of them by now. But they go to Dubai, they go to Kuwait. I mean, it's huge. But you can tell he's such a pro. He has zero discomfort. He's got the bald cap on. It's like he goes into another realm.
Yeah.
You know, he kicks it into gear, and he's just that guy. And there's zero filter or inhibition.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you can see a comic like, is this bad? Is that something? He's just like, I'm in.
No, he's incredible. By the way, I met a Kuwaiti fan of ours yesterday.
Wait a minute.
He said he loves it, and he's like, I love how Mark randomly brings up Kuwait. And I was like, when the fuck does Mark bring up Kuwait? And then I guess you just did.
Ah.
Yeah.
That was for you, Fatty.
There you go. I've been to Kuwait twice.
There you go. Who goes twice?
Well, I had a nice time. I'd left something there.
I see.
My virginity.
Hey, you left your heart in San Francisco. But yeah, we had a great time. And then we both, the show ended at about 10:15. We both went back to the hotel and said, it's time for us to go to bed.
We need to get to bed.
We had a 6 a.m. flight.
Lights out, yeah.
pickup.
Jeremiah's like, you guys hanging? I'm like, I'm literally in my underwear with a sleep cap on.
Yeah, I didn't say it, but I was doing that whole thing. And that's always awkward when you're boop.
Oh, wow.
I got the lady getting railed. I got Stormy Daniels on the phone, and then I see Jeremiah. You guys coming down? Then you're like, I'm in my underwear, and then I came.
Yeah, some of those texts are tough. Those jerk off. You got to go do not disturb if you're going to look at the phone while you jerk off. Because, every once in a while my mother will be like, honey, are you drinking milk or whatever? And I'm like, oh, God, I'm drinking cum in my dreams.
Yeah, salad.
But that was fun. That'll be out in, I don't know, 3-4 years.
Yeah.
I did an episode in February. It's not out yet. And I don't know what went wrong there, but.
I think I know.
And then Adam was like, yeah, this episode will be out in 3 weeks. And I'm like, all right, then.
Oh, yeah, that one's getting scrapped, Fatty. I hate to tell you.
Well, I hope not, because
Did you do well?
I had a great time.
All right. Well,
Yeah, it was fun, but not everyone was happy with their sets or whatever.
Well, tell them to send you the raw foot.
I love a raw foot.
Yeah.
I have a raw foot. I just gave him the dermatologist. My ward is rocking and rolling.
Hogwarts. Well, yeah.
I was about to say something.
Keep an eye out for that, Dr. Phil. It was a humdinger, and it's fun being us together in a out of our natural habitat.
Yeah. What the fuck was I about to say? We flew back.
We were to roll with Rory.
Oh, Rory, I think, is going to be in Burlington for my weekend. So he might be a special guest at the Vermont Comedy Club.
You can't do better than Rory. He's a humdinger, hell of a guy.
Jesus
Great
Christ,
egg, good
he
egg.
is funny.
So funny.
July 17th to the 19th. What are we at the hour-ish mark? Because I want to plug some stuff here.
You got a couple minutes.
Oh, okay.
It was fun watching. I got to watch you backstage watch Rory and laugh.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It's fun watching you laugh at a guy.
Well, Adam Ray is like similar to Rory, where he's like this brilliant improviser and character. I mean, they had some great lines.
Great lines.
Where he was like, I can't stay in a hotel with my family. It gets in the way. I can't jerk off with my family there. And Adam's like, well, not with that attitude. You can't. You gotta. and then of course Rory yes ands, and he's like, turn around, face the wall. I'm trying to do something. And then he goes, taller one, get over here. And I'm like, that's hilarious.
Taller
he wants
one.
to jerk off to his taller. He's just great, and what a special talent. You don't get to see that often. That's what's fun
true.
about this Dr. Phil business is now we're hanging with Rory, who I see once every 4 years.
Yeah, and he's in show business. We do our little bullshit here with the couch and the fat guy, but he's like, so when I was with Steve Carell the other night, we were talking about Gaza, and you're like, wow, you're hanging out with Carell.
Yeah, Rory and Steve Carell, two of the most brilliant comedic minds of all time. And I got to hear that show. But by the way, another person talking about how Steve Carell is the nicest man in the history of people.
Oh, you hear that?
That's all I've ever heard. Yeah,
Wow.
supposed to be the greatest guy ever. And like a genius with script memorization, I heard. He just has the script immediately, so that's why he's so loose.
I love that.
Jason Alexander was like that, too.
That's right.
These guys can just have it.
They gave him the old man sending soup back Titleist. They gave him that like 10 seconds before, and he just went, got it.
Yeah. I got to read a thing 750 times in a row, and it's only my fourth take that I kind of have it.
I have my wedding vows. I was like, I got it, and I had to riff. I was like, oh, praise be to Allah, Major League Baseball, to Kingdom Come. It was all just, I winged it.
What a wedding.
Wingtip.
I can't wait for your next wedding.
Yeah, that's going to be a good time.
That'll be fun.
He'll be a lucky guy.
Oh, that's insensitive.
What?
Well, gays.
I'm saying I'm pro.
I know. I'm joking.
All right.
Oh God, I got a crick in my neck or
Oh,
shoulder.
I
I
hate a
did
crick.
something. It's like someone's pulling on wires back here.
So somebody told me don't go to a chiro. They're all
No, they're
crooks.
quacks. They're quackrepactors.
I got to tell you, I went to one, and he cured me sideways.
Well, I think it's all
Pipes?
mental. I think whatever you believe, it's like those sugar pills. You know what I mean?
Placebo.
This is what's funny about this. The ice bath thing is coming out to be complete horseshit. which
Come
It's always
on.
been horseshit.
Come on, I just bought one.
There was no ever science about. Oh, you get the hot tub, don't you?
It's cooking right now.
Come on, let's go hot tub together.
All right. We'll
Heat
bring the
is
baby.
Good. Well, you got the other podcast, so Chuck and I will hot tub
You
together
guys
with your
hot
wife.
tub. Can't wait to see Chuck
Yeah.
shirtless.
We'll get in there. Actually, Chuck, you got some business. Me and May will hold it down up there. We'll go hot tub it together.
Sounds about. We'll call Becca. We'll see what happens.
Whoa, my God! Don't say the B word. I got a heart on.
Sorry, facing Becca.
That's the other thing. People keep messaging, commenting like he knew she was there.
Oh God.
I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. And that's
Yeah.
just her, by the way. But what was I saying?
Hot tub.
The ice bath is
Ice
bullshit.
bath.
And people were like commenting on the thing. They're like, I feel better. And I wanted to comment. I'm like, well, that's the same. If you go in going, the ice bath is going to make me feel better, you will feel better.
I agree.
That's why placebo works.
But it is a freezing cold vat of water that shocks the system. Whether it's curing cancer or making your dick bigger, it's still changing you.
Well, it shocks the system, but the study is the blood flow. It's actually bad for muscle recovery after a workout. It's actually
okay.
not good
Interesting,
for
but-
recovery. But it's still good if you feel good. Whatever feels
Yeah.
good is good for you.
That's why I hit.
But, yeah, it's all nonsense.
All
Which,
right.
by the way, you've been able to Google that for years, that they're like, yeah, we don't have any evidence that this is something that, like, lasts longer in your life.
Well, the problem is everything's coming out as wacky. Like the 4 food groups, the food pyramid, that was a pyramid scheme. You know, they're like, actually, bread is horrible for you, and eggs are gay, and your father's fat. You know, so milk was like, you got to have 8 glasses of milk every week, you know, and you're like, what the hell? And now that's all been debunked.
Right, everything's bunked and debunked, but everything now, all of
Rebunked.
social media is like, here's the 5 things you have to do
Yes.
if you want to be 180. And then there's guys that are longevity experts, but they're like 43. So I'm like, well, what the fuck do you know
What
about
do you
longevity?
know? Then there's that quack who likes to live forever, but he's super annoying. And you want to go, how come you're living forever? Why can't it be Norm Macdonald?
I'd like to live forever. Actually, maybe not. I don't know.
No, that's no good. That's a lot of podcasts.
Well, I think gay eye is going to fuck us all in the ass in the next 6 months. So
Yeah.
hope.
So Ari popped over. I didn't realize what an ordeal this was. Ari's like, "Can I bring the hot tub over?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I'm holding the baby in one hand and jerking off in the other. And then Ari shows up and he's like, "I need your help." We pull this giant tube of jizz out of his back seat. Then we got to get the generator. Then you got to get the wires. Then you got to get the chlorine. Then you got to get the cover. It took like 6 hours to set the whole thing up.
So where is it?
It's in the backyard right now.
Wow.
That thing is heated. I checked it last night. It was at 80. So tonight it's got to be hundo. I'm
This
getting
is
in.
wild. All right, so I got to come over, smoke a cigar,
Oh,
smoke your cock, sit in the
please.
hot tub. And this is
Please.
you. Every big game, every fight.
Yes. We'll have a cigar, some drinks. We'll put music on out there. We'll get Ben Folds 9. We'll really do it up.
Now, speaking of the fight in the hot tub and Ari, how about this? I get this text Friday. Hey, you want to go to the UFC fight in Newark tomorrow night? Sugar Sean, who I know from doing Kill Tony.
Love Sugar Shaw.
He's like VIP, Joe Rogan seats, behind Trump. You think you died and went to heaven. And
Come on.
I'm off. I got the night off.
Oh!
I love sports. I love events. I love Trump. I go, oh my God.
You gotta love sports.
I go, what time's it start? He goes, 10 p.m. And I go, I'll be in bed. Thanks anyways. Isn't that crazy? This is like how life turns and flips
Yeah,
and
you
smacks
got that
upside
right.
down. And all I can think is, I got a 10 o'clock. What are you, nuts?
Well, the sad thing, if that was in Cleveland, you would have gone, I'll charter the jet. Give me the 38 grand. I'll be there.
I would have gone, oh my God, are you kidding? Sure.
Yeah, but 10 p.m. is a bit late, and you're in another state.
Newark.
Newark, Jerry.
I mean,
you
I'm
know.
going to leave Newark at 1 a.m. I'm going to meet Trump. Then I got to do the photo, and I'm like thumbs upping, and then everyone thinks I'm gay.
Yeah,
But
That's no good. All the Brooklyn comics are going to hate you. But
Oh, they've hated me a long time now.
that's true. But yeah, it's and then getting out of there. Forget about getting in. Getting out of there. That's a swarm of meatheads and affliction T-shirts, and you're just trying to get back to your Honda.
But just what a development in life that it's
Yeah.
like row 2 VIP, and Ari was in the bathroom with Trump,
Wow.
blowing him, and
Wingtips.
I'm like, nah, it's too late.
Man, you could have seen the leader of the free world and Trump. Rogan's there, probably Elon's there, the other Buttigieg, all those guys.
Well, this is the day after the Trump-Elon breakup, so.
I think they made up. You see that?
Oh, I heard that, but
Jada Pinkett must be involved in this somehow. That's my theory.
what do you mean?
Well, anytime she gets involved in a relationship, the topsy-turvy.
Is there anything funnier than a guy spending $750 million to get someone elected, then they get in a fight and be like, he's raping kids?
Right.
And you're
It's
like,
quite a heel
wow,
turn.
that really makes you look not so great.
Really escalated. Yeah.
But what can you do? Anyways, we got to wrap up. I do want to plug these New England dates because I am in Burlington, Vermont, July 17th to the 19th, and Rory might be popping in, but either way, it's going to be great.
That's
Sarah will be
exciting.
there. July 9th and 10th, Portland, Maine, we added a show. July 11th and 12th, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, we added a show there. And then Northampton, Massachusetts on the 26th, I think it is. And Small Ball is climbing the charts. This thing is off the charts, out of the charts, out of the ballpark, whatever the fuck you say. What are we at here? Let me see. We're at 3 at the time of recording.
Yep.
We're at about, I don't know, my phone doesn't work. There's no reception down here. The toilet doesn't flush. This house is a piece of junk. Goodbye. 290,000.
Dead. Call me back.
290,000 views in 3 days. So thank you to all the
Wow.
Tuesdays. The comments make me cry. So many of you said it's so easy to forget how kind and thoughtful and
Yes.
beautiful so many people are because so many fucking jackasses complain about everything.
Cunts.
So we really appreciate it. I'm touched. I really
Touch, Jerry.
It's doing so much better than I anticipated, than I wanted. Also, Punch Up added about 2,000 emails on there. So thank you guys for all doing that. Please sign up for the email. That's the best way to find out when we're coming.
Nothing wrong with that.
And Denver, September 9th through the 11th, I think. Or it's 11th through the 13th, I think. Yeah, 9/11
That's a
through
hot
9/13. I forgot. Get it?
Hell yeah.
Anyways, what do you got?
I'll be. When does this come out? Sorry. 23rd. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Okay. Oh, we got a Grove.
Oh!
Don't forget to pitch the Grove.
It's already
Freddie.
passed, I think.
It was a great show. We had
That
a
was
great
awesome.
time.
Yes.
Thanks for buying the tickets.
Ticket prices were perfect.
Yes, perfect. I'll be in Eugene, Oregon at the McDonald Theater. Got to go way across the country. Then we're at the San Jose Performing Arts Center. Haven't been back to old Jose, no way, in a while. Then we're at the Melody Tent in Cape Cod, and tickets are really, really tough. We'd love to get you out to Cape Cod, folks. The Melody Tent, legendary venue. Let's do a tent. We're like homeless. Foxwoods Casino in Connecticut. Ben Salem at the Parks Casino. Doing these casinos, a little money grab there. Then we're off to Australia.
Oh, good day, mate.
And New Zealand. So come on by. We added shows in Adelaide, Melbourne, and Sydney. So the Australian folk are thirsty for some yucks. Then we're off to Calgary for the Great American Outdoors, whatever. Actually, it's Canadian. Las Vegas, Dallas, Dayton, Ohio, Akron, Ohio, and San Diego, D.C., and Boulder, Colorado, and Huntsville, Alabama. What do you got, Choo Choo Train?
Check out my podcast, Fun Bearable, funbearablepod.com. I do it with Ray Harrington and Brad Rohr. Follow us at funbearablepod on all social medias. It's a lot of fun. It's very stupid, and enjoy it.
Get on the Patreon, too. Patreon's always cooking all the old stuff, all the live stuff, all the big guests. We'll see you in hell. Queef it up. Praise Allah. Ciao.